Let's have a look at this unit here. It's a multi-purpose music system HK9000 from Sharp. I think it's an early model from 1986 and it's absolutely huge. The length of it across is 860, so 14 centimeters short of 1 meter across, 290 up and 230 deep. It's absolutely huge. Let's have a look what we got at the front. We got radio, we got twin cassette decks, a graphic equalizer, a whole heap of inputs at the front. So we got tuning for the radio here with some fine tuning, FM stereo button, FM button, MW button, which is AM radio, shortwave 1, shortwave 2. We got a selector function, switches for tape, auxiliary or CD, tuner and phono. We've got sound level meters, we've got a digital clock, power on, power off, with timer also included with the clock. Twin cassette deck, and it's got these what they're calling auto program locate device, and I've got no user manual for this
Due to
deck,
closures on Torrens Road and
so I've got no idea what this means, but if I turn the radio off, it does seem to do something. But I've got no idea what it actually does. Here we've got tape 1, chrome, metal or normal. Tape 2 we've got chrome, normal and metal. Continuous play on off, high speed dubbing, synchronized dubbing start. Just your usual controls for your cassette decks: play, rewind, fast forward, stop and eject, pause. This deck records as well. This deck does not work. Here we've got an input for microphone 1, microphone 2 and an instrument input as well. Also we've got input level for the first mic, the second mic, and for that instrument jack we've got a volume setting as well, so we can control those the level of those instruments and those mics for recording on tape deck 2. The 10 band graphic equalizer with 100 Hertz, 180 Hertz, 310 Hertz, 550 Hertz, 1 kilohertz, 1.8 kilohertz, 3.1 kilohertz, 5.5 kilohertz, 10 kilohertz and 16 kilohertz. Interestingly enough, we'll get back to this one later, there's a headphones input jack and a master volume here with balance and everything. So let's turn on the radio. To turn on the radio, we switch that on, put the volume up.
Parkview Laser Vision are Adelaide's laser vision specialists, offering a complete suite of the latest proven laser vision technology, including Smile and LASIK.
FM.
Plus, we offer deposit-free finance. Some teas.
AM radio, shortwave 1, shortwave 2, and I can't actually tune it to any other station because the strings are either broken or fallen off its guides, so that's all I can do.
My daughters and their friends passionate about the environment. This extraordinary generation of young Australians at the forefront of so much.
And if we turn the volume down, and switch it to tape and throw a tape in it. Like that.
Hey, is this thing on?
And we've got a tape speed selector which selects tape speed. We can speed it up by 5% going up like that, or slow the tape speed down by 5% by going like that. And in the middle is the normal tape speed that it's supposed to be playing at. So somewhere there. The digital clock, there is a AA battery at the back that powers it, but it's a bit temperamental at the moment. Let's have a look at the back of it. Looking at the back of it, the speakers are detachable. Starting at the top, we've got an antenna and also an external antenna connections. We've got auxiliary inputs for phono and CD, ground, speaker connections, beat cancel, and antenna selecting switch for external and internal antennas. These are the tabs that you wrap the cord around it. The batteries go in here, and that does look like a small compartment, but it fits 10 batteries, 10 D cells. Also, here we've got that battery for the clock, for that quartz clock at the front. Here we've got AC input and 12 to 15 volts DC input, locking tabs for detachable speakers. Speakers are 4 ohm, handling max power handling capacity is 35 watts, or 36 watts I should say. Let's have a look inside. Looking inside, this is the size of battery compartment in the back of it. So it's a lot bigger than the opening there. And it's a shame because you could stash your cord inside instead of wrapping it around here, but there you go. And that's the inside of a unit. And now for a better look inside. Here we can see the circuit boards, antenna connections, and the ferrite antenna on top of there. Bunch of wires, and the cassette deck itself. That is the one that's working, and the date code on that cassette deck is December 1985. So I'm guessing this deck was made in sometime early in 1986, and it is an early edition with no Dolby in it, no Dolby noise reduction. Here's the power connections for AC and DC, and this is the auxiliary inputs, and this is the slot for the battery that operates the quartz clock. However, someone forgot to take out the battery, and I'm still in the process of cleaning those contacts. I've soaked a rag in vinegar and soaked it for a while, and it did dislodge a lot of that copper sulfate or whatever it is from it. Eventually it might get clean and start working properly. At this time, when I put the battery in, it does light up for a short time and then it goes out. The second deck does seem to have a replacement motor in it, and it does not work. I'm not sure if the main belt is at fault or something, but it does not work. This deck works fine, for its age anyway. Back of the unit once again with its cover on. The tag and the serial number. This is the bits that you wrap your cord around. Speakers are wooden enclosures, and this unit weighs about 14.8 kgs. And this is what the clock looks like when it actually does decide to work, with its settings buttons to the left. And it does seem to keep its time. If you take out the battery for a short time, it does seem to keep its time. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next or the previous video.